Hey beautiful souls, welcome back to Untitled Chapter with me, Natasha. So today's reading is this love, is it lust, or is it something else? So maybe it's a karmic, or you know, it's just a lesson. So today's reading, I'm gonna warn you that obviously for some of you, when you watch love readings, it can be quite triggering. So you know, if I'm saying something and you really do not feel like it resonates with you, then it is absolutely fine to switch off, find a different reading, maybe pick a different pile. Just because it comes out negative doesn't mean maybe the message isn't necessarily for you. And you know, it doesn't mean that I'm a negative person, I'd like to point out as well, because you know, sometimes it'll just be one pile that is super like happy and maybe some of the others just aren't, but it just means those messages aren't for you if they really do not resonate. So yeah, there are 3 piles as always for you guys. We have number 1 with this super cute, I love this, it's so tiny, it's like, it makes me think of Super Mario, like the tiny little mushroom. So it's a tiny little amethyst mushroom. So if you are drawn to this one, that is pile 1. We have pile 2 in the middle with this green aventurine heart. So green aventurine in the middle, and then here we have a whale tail carving of, I can never pronounce it, rhodonite, maybe, right? Yeah, lovely pink colour, little whale tail carving, beautiful. So that is pile 3. So have a think about which one you're drawn to, which one did you notice first, and then pop down into the description box and there will be timestamps for your reading. You can click that and I will see you there. Hi there pile 1, if you chose this itty bitty little tiny amethyst mushroom, this is your reading, so I'll put that there. So we're looking at, is this whatever it is, this person, is it love, lust, or you know, something else? You may end up watching this and the person you're thinking of, maybe it's not going to be that person that comes through. You'll watch it and be like, oh, that reminds me of someone else. So whoever it was that was coming through for you. Right, so your first card is the Devil. I love this Devil card. I always think it's slightly wrong that I look at this Devil card and I feel very attracted to this Devil, I'm not going to lie. So whenever it comes out I'm like, oh, it doesn't seem that bad. The Hanged Man. Six of Cups. King of Pentacles, and Justice. Then we have some oracle cards for you guys. We've got 2 advice cards at the end as well. So we have T, so friendship, support, gossip. Rough waters, arguments, obstacles, conflict. Choices. And then we have Reminder. Also interesting how both of these add up to end up as a 1. So, your person. The first card, so obviously when it comes to like love or lust, there's certain cards that would come out and you'd think automatically, you would think of lust. And the Devil is definitely one of them. However, the cards that are around it, sorry, my nails, I always struggle picking up off this glass. With this Devil, I think that yes, there is lust here. I think this person does, like if you aren't together, this person does really lust after you. However, in this case, for this person, that is not all it is. So I feel like maybe for some of you guys, this is like a friends with benefit situation that is going on, because there is that lust, very much obviously that sexual element here. But also what I'm really getting a sense of is that kind of sense of somebody that actually wants to be there for you as well. Someone that wants to, that wants to be your friend. You have the Six of Cups, the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is someone that shows up, is someone that is going to be there for you. And I feel like this person is, you know, very torn between, if you have made it clear to them maybe that you want it to be friends with benefits, or maybe in the past they made it clear but they don't know how to progress it. I feel like they are very stuck with that Hanged Man energy. They're thinking about how, you know, how do we move it forward? If they are if it is kind of friends with benefits, maybe they're worried about actually trying to move it forward, because ruining what you already have, because they really do, you know, they really do fancy you. They really enjoy, if you do sleep together, they really enjoy that time together, and they enjoy the sex, but they kind of don't want to push forward in case it, you know, ruins the sex, and kind of ends that kind of friends with benefits situation. Because with that Six of Cups here, I feel like this, and with the Six of Cups actually, and this King of Pentacles, it feels like they are somebody that is very supportive. They could actually be quite a good partner, because I feel like, you know, they will turn up with that Six of Cups. It can be that kind of deeper connection. It may be someone that you've been friends with for a long time, so you do have a very, you know, deep connection. You know each other extremely well. And yeah, so they recognise that they could be very good for you, because if you have that kind of support with this rough waters. I'm not seeing this as rough waters with this person, but I feel like if you are going through a difficult time, this person just wants to be there for you. They want to provide that support. They want to be, you know, they want to be that King of Pentacles. They want to be someone that is, you know, relied upon. I feel like you look at this man, he looks like he'd be like a good shoulder to cry on. And he has a cute doggy / wolf. So, you know, this is somebody that is reliable. And you have Justice here, and it feels like they do want to, you know, give you what you deserve here with that Justice. They want it to be balanced, and they want to, I feel like they just want to give you everything that you kind of deserve. So this does feel like, although there is lust there is actually love as well. And it's a very, and I feel like it's just a very kind of sweet, supportive, it just feels very nurturing kind of love actually. And yeah, as I said, this person feels like they've got to make choices between, you know, do you carry on with just the friends with benefit side, or whatever it is, or do you move that forward into a more relationship type thing. So this person feels like they have choices to make here, and, you know, I feel like they are kind of stuck in those choices with a Hanged Man. And then reminder, this I feel like you are almost like constantly on their mind. It's like you're constantly reminded for them. And also the bottom deck energy I wanted to point out is the Knight of Cups. So I feel like with this Knight of Cups, they very much want to maybe move on from that kind of devil, where maybe it's just, you know, hooking up and turning up at like 10 PM after like a booty call text or whatever, or just, you know, scheduling it into your diaries. They want to be more like romantic. They want to show up at your doorstep with gifts, with, you know, when you look here, it's got the flowers and it looks like it has a little love note. Got some wine and stuff going on. Very, very dreamy, very romantic, and they feel like they want to move on to more. They want to move on to more this kind of thing rather than any more casual situation. And so your advice here is, if you are, so with this rough waters, I feel like this may not apply to everyone, this advice, but you do have loosen your grip, coping mechanisms, density, addiction, let God in. And you also have cracked open, rock bottom, surrender to the alchemy of life. So if you are somebody that is going through that kind of rough waters, really feeling that energy, I feel like this person they want to be there to help you, but also this is kind of like a point about, you know, you've got like addiction and you have the devil here, so this person may I feel like this person maybe sometimes to you feels like an addiction, but it's almost like they can be so much more than that. But I feel like you just kind of need to, you know, with that cracked out, I feel like maybe you need to open yourself up more to them, like emotionally. But yeah, I feel like Spirit is saying that, you know, surrender to the alchemy of life. Like, you are maybe you're trying to fight it, but it's just a case of, you know, realising that this is where I'm at and things are going to get better. Like, you know, whether it says let God in, if you're not religious, it can be just more spiritual side of things, like meditate, you know, showing yourself some self-love, some self-care, taking time for you, take breaks on social media if you need it, those kinds of things. So I feel like this is Spirit saying, yeah, you feel bad now, but it will get better. So yes, that is your reading. So if it resonates with you, please do leave a thumbs up, do comment down below, hit subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in another reading. See you later. Hi, pile 2. If you chose the green aventurine heart, then this is your reading. So we're looking at, is this love, is it lust, is it something else? So do remember, you know, as I said in the beginning, if you did skip over it, you know, love readings can be triggering, guys. So if you are not liking what I'm saying, and it's not resonating with you, then obviously it's not the reading for you, and that is absolutely fine. There's lots of people on YouTube that have done this reading as well. So you could either choose a different pile or, you know, go to another reader's. So I think, you know, White Rose Guidance has done this, Tarot Cottage, they're readers that I like to look at. So when I need my own advice, because sometimes it's very difficult to read love readings on yourself. So yeah, check those guys out if it's not resonating. So let's get into this. So I'm using the Vice Versa Tarot for you guys. So we're going to look, and then we're going to have 2 cards of advice at the end. So we have the Sun to start off. Lovely, beautiful card. And then we have the Moon. We have the Queen of Pentacles. The 8 of Pentacles. And then we have the 6 of Pentacles. We have cards triangle, so third party temptation, cheating, nostalgia, ex-lover memories, learning from the past, forbidden, 18, so that breaks down as a 9, and then we have risk, which breaks down as a 4. So you guys, I feel like this person, you know, with this nostalgia card, maybe this is, you're watching this and thinking about an ex. Maybe you're like, oh, was that really love? Or am I just not remembering it right? Was it just lust? Because, you know, the trouble is time does fade. How we were feeling. Often we'll only remember the good bits, but then you're like, oh, was it really that good? Maybe you're watching it because you're thinking about an ex and you're like, am I remembering this right? So my feeling with this person is that, you know, with the sun, this makes me think, you know, this person is really, you know, they're really good fun. I imagine this person, you can have a great time with them. What I am getting a sense of with this person is that it is, you know, that it is kind of a story. It's like a tale of two. No, that's a tale of two cities, isn't it? But I feel like it's a tale of like almost like two people. This person can be absolutely wonderful. They are like the funnest person to be around, and you know, they'll show you a really good time, and you know, everything is all sunshine and rainbows. Maybe they can even be quite, you know, romantic at times. And then it's like you have the dark side. It's very much like here, the fact that they came out one after the other makes me, it made me really drawn to this idea of polarity with this person. And as much as they can be the best fun and like a really, maybe even like a really amazing lover, there is this darker side to them. It could be, you know, with this temptation, cheating card, it makes me think of, you know, deception. With the moon, it can be about, you know, secrets and things that are kind of under the surface. It can feel a little bit murky sometimes, because, you know, even the clearest of ocean, when it's dark and you can't see through it, it can be almost like a little bit scary. So, you know, it's about, you know, hidden depths and not really knowing. I feel like this person, you know, can hide a lot of things from you. And, you know, it could be just that this person with this kind of polarity, maybe it's, you know, mental health related, or it could just be that, you know, as nice as they can be, sometimes they just have some really crappy personality traits that makes you not feel great about yourself. And I feel like this person is very much a lesson for you. That would be when the title is love, lust, or something else. This group definitely feels like the something else. It feels very much about a lesson and kind of finding, and I really feel like it's a lesson with this Eight of Pentacles. Look how it's all about, you know, making things better, apprenticeship, learning. It feels very much like that. You have the young boy there that's kind of watching, and it's like what he can become, because they look very similar, and those pentacles are kind of like faded out. It's almost like it's in the future, opposed to that Eight of Pentacles. So this is like the Versa side. So I feel like this is very much like a lesson, a learning point for you, and you know, it's kind of like who do I want? It's like, who do I want to become? Do I want to become someone that, you know, will put up with this stuff, or do I want to, you know, come into my power and find someone that's gonna, where, you know, not that every relationship is sunshine all the time. Sometimes you're gonna have some rain, but it's all about, you know, having an umbrella, being able to get through that rain together and sorting it out, rather than it going between being like brilliant sunshine, everything's fantastic, to like night and everything is not fantastic. So I feel like this person is a lesson for you to come into your kind of like, almost like come into your power. And really, with that Six of Pentacles as well, it's all about, there's a lot of, oh no, so it's Queen of Wands, sorry, I said Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Wands, even better, because, you know, she knows her own self-worth. She is confident. She knows, like, I feel like this is almost like you experience this to know what you don't want in love, because I feel like that is going to really trigger you to want to manifest a great love. So here she has her eyes closed, and it's like she is, you know, visualizing. She is a manifestor. She's a fantastic manifestor. She's visualizing it, and then in this one it's kind of like it's built. Is how I see this card, because to be honest, these cards do not come with very much information. It's all about intuition here. And with that Six of Pentacles here, he has his Six of Pentacles. They're kind of like all glowing, and honestly, I feel like this is about kind of almost like knowing your worth, having your pentacles, and it's all about, you know, balance. Understand with the six, this is sometimes they have a scale in there, but you know, this is all about, I feel like, keeping your pentacles to yourself, knowing who to give them to, and you know, knowing your self-worth, very much so. And that is kind of like the lesson here. So you have this Forbidden card, and honestly, I feel like this is about learning to trust your gut as well, knowing when something's off, and knowing when actually something was not for you, because that's what that forbidden kind of is. It's in the booklet, it even says like, no, this is not for you. But I feel like you have to come to that conclusion yourself, rather than, you know, maybe friends and that would tell you like, oh no, I don't think that person's right. But you do have to come to that decision and realise yourself. And then risk. That was kind of like, this person felt very risky, and sometimes that's exciting, and it's like the lesson that you learn is like, do I go for that risk? But it's all about being able to pick yourself up afterwards, I feel. So if I honestly feel like for a lot of people this is an ex that you are inquiring about, I feel like part of the lesson was like learning to pick yourself up from after experiencing this person. I don't feel like this person is necessarily like a bad person. I feel like maybe they're just, at the time, they weren't like in the best, like mentally they weren't the best shape or something along that lines. You know, some of you may be like, actually no, this is my ex and they were not a very nice person. But you know, I don't want to say that everyone's person was just not very nice. But yes, that's how I feel. And then with your two advice cards, you have Deep Love, Mother's Milk, Birth as a Portal. And then interestingly, you have the card that says Portal. So doors are opening, you decide, rewards, wild card. So I feel like when it comes to this person, so if this is somebody that is not an ex and you're watching this about somebody in your life now, and if you've obviously watched this and you're like, you know what, a lot of this has resonated with me, I feel like this is your advice is like, with that deep love, I feel like this is a need to give yourself kind of like deep love here. And this portal is like, I feel like you can birth this new kind of Queen of Wands within yourself. It's just a case of you deciding. And you know, with that wild card, it definitely feels like that risk. It feels like, you know, there is the rewards of being with this person will be like, you're going to have a great time. It's going to be fun. Which, if you're looking for something casual, you know, that could be quite good. But it's understanding like the kind of wild card nature of this person. Like, what are you going to get, and are you willing to have that that kind of unpredictability in a lover? Do you want something that is more stable? And I think if that is the case, I feel like you know, this for you is kind of like a real learning opportunity. And your bottom deck energy was actually the Hermit as well, so it feels like this person is meant to kind of trigger that kind of like deep introspection within you, so you kind of realize your own self-worth is what I'm getting, and realize what you really want, and realize your power and what you deserve. So yeah, that's your reading. If you resonate with this reading, please do comment down below. I would love to hear from you. Hit like, subscribe, and share with any of your friends you feel like this may, resonate with. And hopefully I'll see you in another reading. See you later. Hey, part 3, if you chose the little whale tail, rhodonite? Rhodonite? I can never say it. Then this is your reading. So pretty. I love this little world out. I've got a honestly, crystal names need to be easier to say. Dolphin little carving coming. I'm very excited. So before I get started, let's just remind you that obviously this is a love reading. People can find them kind of triggering. And as you guys know, I'm always going to be honest with you. If I don't see sunshine and rainbows, then I'm not going to tell you it's sunshine and rainbows. I'm not going to say someone's coming back when I really don't think they are. Those kinds of things. So if you see that as negative, then don't bother watching. But I am going to be honest with you. So if you think you can handle that and you're not going to feel triggered, if you feel like it's going to trigger you, then obviously don't watch it. It's not worth it for your mental health. Then other than that, please carry on watching and do let me know if it resonates with you. So you guys, I've got to admit, have you probably have an interesting reading out of everyone. So you have the Star reversed. You have quite a few reversals, which often I don't get because I turn all my decks. Usually I turn all my decks round the right way before I shuffle each time, because that way I know if it's reversed, it's really reversed, because sometimes I'm like, oh, maybe it wasn't meant to be. But we have the Page of Pentacles reversed. We have the Knight of Wands upright. We have the King of Pentacles, that is in the upright. And then we have the Emperor reversed. So, and then we have, let's just see, yeah, they're all on. We have Yes, and it came out reversed. So, I just felt like it needed to be that way. You have Diary, Secrets, Revelation, Deception. And Rose-Coloured Glasses, Idealism, Denial, Ignoring Problems. And you have the cards Hope, 27. And you have the Moon, 50. So, guys, what is this? Is this love? Is it lust? Is it something else? I feel like my gut feeling straight away. So I feel like, guys, if you're seeing this and you're like, oh no, I feel like it's definitely love, then you may want to switch off. I feel like this is a mixture of lust and kind of a lesson, if I'm honest. So, I feel like there's a lot of very masculine energy here. And so with masculine energy, it's that kind of very much like going out, go get things, and kind of like, it has that kind of like hunter mentality. It's kind of like a not stop until you get it. And with these cards, I honestly feel like this person obviously even if it's a female as well, is how I would describe it, would be a boy. Obviously I can't really say it because otherwise I'll get demonetized, but that's how it feels. It feels like someone that is saying kind of all the right things, and yeah, I feel like they're trying to say all the right things to kind of get what they want. And I think this is a lesson for you to you know, with that rose-coloured glasses, maybe if you are somebody, if you are a fellow Pisces, or, you know, water sign, even like, I feel like a Libra as well, maybe. Someone that is a bit more like idealistic, is willing to kind of see the best in people. I feel like this is kind of a lesson for you to, obviously, always, there is seeing the good in people, which I think you should never lose. Never lose that trait, being able to, even the worst people, generally, I mean, certain people do not have good in them, but, you know, they will have at least a few positive aspects. But I think it's a case of learning to not ignore the red flags is what I'm kind of hearing from Spirit. So you have hope and you have the star reversed. So I feel like maybe this person kind of plays into that kind of hope, and they kind of, it's almost like, I feel like this person kind of gives you breadcrumbs and like almost like builds up your hope, and then, you know, takes it away, and then builds it up and takes it away. Someone that is very good at manipulating. It's like kind of working out what is this person's bare minimum that I have to give them to keep them kind of in that hopeful energy. Is what I'm getting from Spirit here. So I feel like this is learning not to accept the bare minimum. And the reason I feel like it was definitely lust, I see that Knight of Wands, and whenever I see the Knight of Wands, especially when I'm asking about lust and the fact that he's come up, this always feels like someone that is definitely like a player, someone that is they're kind of just after one thing. They're not really going to be in your life for a long time, because that fire energy is kind of like very quick. Knight of Wands, when you see him, he's kind of like galloping through. He's not quite running away like the Knight of Swords, but he's going pretty fast. He feels like it's never someone that's going to be there for a long time. And with the Emperor reverse, this for me is someone that is very, I always get the sense of like toxic masculinity here. Just someone that doesn't really care about anyone else. It's like all the sort of very negative aspects that you can think of in kind of an F-boy. It kind of reminds me of this. It's literally just not really caring, being out for yourself, just taking whatever you want without kind of without thinking of the consequence of anyone else, just thinking about yourself. That is the energy that I get from this. And honestly, I feel like this person, you're definitely better off without this person. I'm not gonna lie. And I can, you know, with the kind of the two advice cards I've got here as well, I feel like it's going to trigger within you some need to go deep and maybe do some healing, to be like, how did I let someone, you know, how did I kind of ignore all these problems, and with that deception, that secrets, I honestly feel like maybe at times they kind of present themselves as being like, with that King of Pentacles, be like, oh look, I really do care, babe. Yeah, I'll be there for you. And then they just never show up. And they kind of, as I said, building up your hope and then just knocking it down again. And with that kind of Page of Pentacles reversed, with the Page of Pentacles, you'd be like, oh, okay, maybe it is like some sort of offer. And I feel like it's an offer that they never planned to go through with. So I feel like maybe these are even like dates that they kind of be like, oh yeah, we'll go out, and well, or maybe not right now, but maybe, oh, you know, we'll go meet and we'll go for a walk. And it just feels like they offer up all these plans and things to happen that they never want to go through with anyway. Because, you know, when it's the Page of Pentacles upright, it feels like, you know, there's kind of that progression. It feels like someone that's thinking of the future, whereas this person is just not. It's kind of like the reverse of that. I feel like they're not really thinking of the future. They're not planning on going through with it. They just feel... It just feels like they are quite immature. Like, emotionally, they're not at your level. And I think there's like a... That's why I feel like that yes is there reversed. You know, it's like they're saying yes, but you know it's going to be a no. Like, you know it's not going to happen. And honestly, I feel like you are worth so much more than this person. And the moon is actually about that as well. It's all about knowing, this card, it's all about what someone says, but actually knowing the truth behind it. So I feel like that is part of your lesson here, is getting in touch with maybe your intuition here, and being a lot more in touch with your intuition. And if someone's saying something, like, be like, do I believe them? Like gut feeling, is this person genuine? Like, and I feel like this is part of your lesson, that you're gonna actually learn that and maybe trust your gut a lot more. Because maybe your gut feeling is like, oh, I don't really know. I don't feel like this person is, you know, is as genuine as they say they are. But maybe because you're kind of like hopeful, and this person is kind of manipulative, giving you breadcrumbs and then working out what's that bare minimum that I have to do to keep this person hooked on me. You kind of ignore that. So your advice here, guys, you have this is why I actually picked the Whale Tail, was because I see this card all the time in the deck, and it never comes out, and today it finally came out. I always see it when I'm shuffling. So Whale and Orca Elders. So share your song, frequency of sound, diving deep. So this is all about, you know, I feel like in this situation you kind of need to share your voice with this person, let your opinions be known, put your foot down and be like, this is what I want. If you can't provide this, then this is a no. Or just like, if you're just fed up with their BS, then just putting your foot down to begin with and just sharing your voice and being like, no, this isn't for me, this isn't happening anymore, you need to treat people better than you do. Snap, basically. And then lifting the veil, so questioning everything, anything unaligned must go. So, you know, I feel like this is just a really questioning this person in your mind, and being like, is this person how I want to be living my life? Is this person like the love I want to be receiving? Do I want my person to make me feel like this? Like, what feelings is it that I want to get when I'm interacting with, you know, a partner? And if this person is not aligned to that, as I said, speak your voice, be like, well, you're either going to align or you're going to go, because I deserve better than this. And yeah, that's how I feel. You deserve better than this person. And I know that this may get me some dislikes, but, you know, I have to read the cards. I'm not going to tell you that, oh, it's great, it's all love, when it's not. So I almost hope this reading didn't resonate with you, because I really don't want you to be in this kind of situation. But if it did, you know, do feel free to leave a comment, do like, subscribe, share, and thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in another reading. See you later.